Afternoon, everyone. Romero 17, and I'm gonna bring you some no HUD ranked championship fights. Now, I used to do this a lot before. I think when you could both see each other's HUD regardless of what division you were in. But I wanted to start fighting with no HUD again, mainly because I feel like I've become a little bit too reliant on being able to see my own HUD. And looking at my own HUD has kind of been messing me up. And when I want to do something, because I'm thinking, oh, I can't do this because my head health is this low. I can't do this because this is this low. Which, you know, in certain cases it makes sense. Like, yeah, you don't want to do this because you're going to get hit by this. But I went back to using the wide camera, and I went back to just playing with no HUD period. So I won't be able to see this guy's HUD or the other guy's HUD. And there's a little bit of skipping the video. But this guy immediately started out with the side kicks with John Jones, so I immediately just sidestepped real quick. And again, he's going with the cheese John Jones elbow, going for the 6-12, and then going for the spin. Tries to go for the knee, but I managed to lunge that successfully. And he goes for the tie clinch, get the leg grab, and we got him down to the ground. I decided to choose Teixeira because not a lot of people use him. You know, it's always Jones, Cormier, or who's the other guy? Gus. Yeah, Gus. So I wanted to like just spice things up a little bit, since I already ran a train on people with Gokhan Saki. I know, alright, this guy's supposed to deny that transition. But I'm trying to pay attention to different movesets for specific characters, just to see if I can just change up the striking just a tad bit, or at least open things up. I'm surprised he went straight for the get up transition there. Let's see if I can get the sub. Part of the reason I don't like to play light heavyweight is because of players that just go side kick, 6-12 elbow, and spin. But after playing with Saki and like doing really well against players like that, my confidence has gone up as to where like I think I can cue that weight class now. Because if I was doing it with a character who isn't that good, I can do well with any other character. And this guy backs up all the way to the fence for some reason. Alright, you couldn't have telegraphed that way more. If you see somebody back up all the way to the fence, they're timing something big, and Olay, motherfucker, Olay. Let's go for the knees, goes for another knee again, little skip there. Knee again, and I lunge that so smooth. And Jones has a chin on him. I managed to lunge the spinning back fist. And you'd think he'd make the adjustment of, no, this isn't going to work. I can't keep doing this. But surely enough, he throws a body kick way too close in range. I believe he tries to clinch me there. And this fight is over. Night-night, John Jones. Your reign of terror and knees is over. On to the next fight. Got a Souza mirror match here. Initially, I was going to choose Bisping, but I just had a feeling like, I should probably go with Souza. Because like the chances of me running into another Souza is astronomically pretty high. And one thing I always tell all my friends, I'm like, listen, you got a sub with Souza, you're not special. I don't care if it's me. I don't care if it's like all my other friends. You get a submission with Souza, it's not special. Unless it's against another Souza. And alright, no glove touch. He's leading with the 1-2. Then jab hook. That means he's expecting me to sway. Push. No, not today. Not today. One-two jab hook. Yep, 1-2 jab hook. See somebody playing like that, it's usually 1-2 jab hook because they expect you to try to sway the second strike. And there he goes for the strike instead, makes a good adjustment, but still couldn't get the takedown. But I got something better than the cage takedown for you. Targeting the body from out of range. Goes for the push, and now he's striking again. They hoping to catch me if I'm trying to deny a takedown, which is a good adjustment from this dude. He's going hook, maybe expecting me to slip. Or just because he's in range. Another push. Lead hook, body uppercut action. It's a really good thing to feint your strike. If it's not going to land, feint that strike. And I hit this man with the undeniable takedown straight into half guard. The true undeniable, deny that transition. And I get a hold of that arm with Souza. And the thing about Souza, he has that nightmare perk when he's on top of these submissions. And it doesn't matter who you are, you get caught in a submission with Souza. The gates move so fast, and it's game over. Let me know if you want me to do a tutorial on how to do those undeniable takedowns. I've been meaning to do it, but due to some issues with some of the tracking, I've been having a hard time replicating things in practice mode. But I will give it another go if you guys really ask for that. Because those undeniable takedowns, as you saw right there, it's extremely helpful. Can't be denied, can't be sprawled, nada. It takes more skill than just pressing the button. On to the next fight. Got Westnum Fly 561. Now, the key thing with Holloways nowadays, thanks to this player named SP the Ghost or Holloway's Data, they love to go for that oblique kick, jab, spin kick. But right there, I lunge the jab. He goes for the spin kick right after. Try to get him to side saddle, but it doesn't work. But if you successfully lunge, you make him whiff the air, and that it's an easy takedown because the stamina's gonna be low, and they're gonna have to pre-deny to get it. That's the spear takedown that they added in. Now, unfortunately for this dude, he went up a little bit too early, got that transition denied. Ortega gets him in the gator roll, and the anaconda choke is locked in, and it's game over. So far, having no HUD hasn't really affected my gameplay, mainly because I don't really burn my stamina too much, so to speak. But these guys are okay players. Hopefully I run into somebody a little bit better. But nonetheless, wins are wins, and we're going to be on to the next fight. Oh, speaking of good players. King Troy, 1969. I don't know if you guys saw, but I did like a live stream, and we went like 1-on-1 against each other, like when I was just streaming ranked, and he beat the shit out of me. He beat the dog shit out of me. He knows this is me. So, he's like... With King Troy is that he's really good at mirroring you, especially if you have the same character. Like if I have home, the fights are just insane, like just rocking each other back and forth because we're making these reads. So, but I have Amanda Nunez here, and I'm relying on that tree chopper perk, and he goes for the wombo combo, and I want to land the leg kicks as he's retreating. That's the goal for me right there. Fire off the leg kicks in combination rather than firing them off naked. A good body kick, and I believe he goes for the jab side kick, goes for a takedown, but Home has no double leg, so it's a single leg that can be easily takedown countered. Taking my time here, letting my stamina recover. Deny that transition, go for the outside trip right away. I'm not going to knee him to death in the tie clinch. And he does a real good job right there. Going for the sprawl transition. Goes backside. Now see, that works really well if you know your opponent's going to pre-deny up, which is something I do a lot. So that was good on his part, but I expected him to make that adjustment, so I was able to deny that transition. And Holly Holm off the back isn't really too good. Goes for top mount in case I want to pre-deny. Full guard. Managed to get on top and go for the armbar. And Holm, despite all her wonderful striking in this game, her submission defense isn't too high, I believe, due to her loss to Miesha Tate. So, getting a submission on Holly Holm is really, I wouldn't say easy, but if you get to have a significant stamina advantage, you can definitely get a submission. My buddy gets out here. He's going left, right, left, right, left, right. Timed one that wasn't too fast. And we're back on the ground here. And there, little key tip there. When you're faking transitions, if you see the bar go fast on one of them, that means you had a good amount of grapple advantage. So that's how I knew that he wasn't necessarily denying. And Amanda Nunez, she has a guillotine from the submission counter videos that I showed y'all. And he makes the mistake of going up into over-unders. And he's almost out, but this is a two-stage guillotine. And it's a very unfortunate, but Amanda Nunez puts Holly Holm to sleep. Holly Holm doesn't tap like the warrior that she is. And I'm having a good time. You know, also, I think the game looks a lot better with no HUD. You know, without seeing all those bars and whatnot. It just looks a lot better. But I'm seeing the results that I like to see. It's been a good fight so far. We're going to head on to this next one. Now, I didn't see this. Okay, Mamba King. Mamba King 24-8. I've never fought this dude before on any one of my other accounts or even on my main account. Not that I remember. And we go. Alright, he wants a glove touch. And he goes. Oh, come on. No. I hope that's not what I think it was. I hope that's not what I think it was. So he's orthodox with Chris Weidman, but for some reason he wanted to do a little shuffle, and he's going for a bot. Nah, don't tell me. Don't tell me I'm dealing with a copycat here. Oh my God, no, bro. All right, so for those of you who don't know, Ed Parker 02 is arguably one of the best players on UFC 3. And with a lot of players, you know, they have their own signature thing that they like to do. And Parker's always, since the game started, got an easy takedown there. He's always done that little shuffle with his feet. Denies that transition, interesting. He always likes to prefer to fight southpaw with his fighters, but he's really good with Conor McGregor. And that's always been his guy. Now he uses RDA, thanks to moi. So, he denied it again. And being that he's been very successful with his own style, I see there's a lot of players that right now try to emulate his style, which I don't care relatively too much. I mean, to myself personally, like, you know, everybody's gonna take a little bit of something from everybody. Good denial from this player. You know, you see Marshall Ma's videos, you're gonna take a little bit of it. Oh, okay, he uses this combination when he's at this range, right? He plays like this, right? Or he uses this at this time. Or you watch my counters with the front kicks and whatnot, right? You use them. There's nothing wrong with that. However, when I see somebody like distinctively copying what like another dude like does, like their thing, I kind of like makes you think like, really? You don't play this game for your own? And he escapes. Weidman is actually a pretty good pick against Souza because I think his top game nullifies Souza a lot. Like if he were to be like Michael Bisping or Yoel Romero or Whitaker or another Souza, actually you can kind of sub him a lot easier. But for some reason, Weidman's a good counter pick to Souza. That's on top. He's been able to deny a lot of things here, even on the ground. So it's not going to be an easy out this time around. Go for the full guard transition, see if he tries to move. And he denies the backside again. And he's smart. I'll give him that. He's very smart. But what I always say is that I recommend you take things, if you see like a playstyle that you like, you take a little bit from those said players, and then you try to make it into your own thing. Now if he throws you the left arm, you can get subbed. And he decides wisely backs off of Souza's guard. And then he goes for the jab, feint, body straight, and then wombo combo. Doesn't block low. Respect taunt, but I ain't feeling it, brother. I ain't feeling it. Easy first round. And let's see. Weidman has steel checks level 4. Generally against... Oh my God, seriously, dude? That wasn't cool. That was corny. Generally against somebody who tries to copy my friend, leg kicks work really well because they're trying to emulate somebody that they're not. But due to Weidman having steel checks level 4, you get 2 leg kicks checked. You can even get knocked down off the second one. And I do like the feints, like the body kick feint. That's something ideal, but it's going jab, jab, body feint. And Souza, he doesn't really have a knee. There's the body uppercut. That's another thing. Oh yeah, he's trying to emulate Parker so hard right now. This is kind of sad. Body. No. We're taking it to the ground. I'm not dealing with this. If you want to deal with somebody who's doing that whole jab, feint, body straight, it's either going to be an uppercut, but you don't want to fire off the uppercut too soon because I believe the body straight, if it's moving, it has like some kind of evasive property where it can't hit. But usually it's jab, feint, then they go body straight. They feint the last like second of the body straight, so they cover that huge amount of distance, and then they'll go for like the straight lead body hook. So then there's when you'd want to fire the uppercut. If you have the lead body front kick, if they go jab and then feint the body straight, you can land on their head with the lead body front kick. But Souza doesn't have that. He only has the rear. So if I try to hit him with the front kick as he goes for the straight, I think it'll miss. Like, it doesn't have as much accuracy as I would have liked. But I will say this is causing me to think a little bit more. Like the other fights, the players were making some mistakes, whereas here I'm thinking, all right, I'm gonna have to pick up on what he likes to do on the ground. What this guy on the feet, it's pretty clear what he wants to do, and he denies that transition. Interesting. But it seems to me on top, he's not really focused on advancing his position. When you come across a guy like this, as Ricky J Sports would say, a denying dingo in a sense, don't play the game. He's not looking to mount any significant damage when he's on top. He's just looking to deny to lower my stamina. And I can't see my stamina right now, but Suze is walking pretty good right now, so I don't think it's that much of an advantage. And here he goes again with the jab feints. The leg kick feint is nice. Like I said, the leg kick works really well, because if they feint the jab and they follow through with the straight, the leg kick should do extra damage. I'm giving something else to focus on, but he seems determined. And just him being oh, that was supposed to be a double. Just him being southpaw with Chris Weidman is a weird decision for, I don't know, it's a weird decision. You know, he's an orthodox fighter. You lose a lot of power going to southpaw with Weidman. I don't see the point, I guess, to land that southpaw liver kick. But he hasn't been throwing much of that, and he's just doing the whole jab feint body straight. So hopefully this dude makes an adjustment and realizes, hey, this is not going to work. Touch your glove, why not? I wish you could feint the lead leg kick. It's really tough, because I don't think that one's feintable. Nice. Nice. That's what I like to see. Goes for a slip straight. I don't take him down off of that. No. Switched my stance to stop that takedown. But what I'm noticing is that when I'm coming forward, he doesn't have too much of an answer. He did fire up that body uppercut a few times, and he'll plant and rip that jab uppercut hook. And he's not really much of a grappler, because if he was a grappler, like a true grappler, he would have shot for a low single off of that missed front kick. So I'm making an adjustment of my own. Going lead hook, straight lead hook, and now fire up the lead body uppercut myself. I'm whiffing a little bit more than I would like. But the leg kicks are landing, and now this player seems to realize, alright, let me change things up a little bit. Right there, he whiffs on a leg kick, and I immediately go for the takedown, go for the bulldog choke. But I noticed that the transition went really slow, so I'm not going to get this transition here. But this is good. Get some control time, get a takedown, deny his transition there, and just rack up points with the submission attempts. And this is dealing a good amount of damage to his head. Another key tip for y'all. So if you guys are going for guillotine chokes, triangle chokes, darce chokes, anything like that, anything that damages the head, and your opponent escapes and you get back on the feet like immediately, good denial. Good backside denial from this player, from Black Mamba. That was not a lot of people expect that. I expected him to maybe go down, or expect me to try to go up or whatever. But whenever you go for a submission that's targeting the head, that's choking, their head health gets reduced a lot. So you score a lot of points with that versus when you go against the block. However, if you get like locks like a Kimura or an armbar, it's much easier to break their block in the next round. So I know the fact that I got that bulldog choke to the 4th stage, that means his head health had to be low. Has to be low. And he won't come back with the same amount of head health in this round. Good body kick. Let's see. Joe. It's 3 rounds and you're down 3-0. You're definitely gonna be down 3-0. No. Not today, bro. Not today. I was sneaky to try to get that takedown and to score points at the end, but great round. Yeah, I'm up 3-0. I'm up 3-0. This isn't a. I'm not feeling this. See, going for the body uppercut at the end of a combination to make them think they're going for the head to drain their stamina. So, surprised that head kick didn't do more damage, but I guess I was too close. Lead hook, straight lead hook. Nice pull counter. That was clean. He is determined to block his head right now, which tells me that his head health is low. And he's back lunging. I'm going to cut off the cage. And if I can get him to back lunge into the cage, I can land my strikes a little bit easier. Yeah, he's not even blocking his body at all. Good body kick. Always take note of where your opponent is defending the most. So I just have to land something critical on his head. And oh, come on, this fucking shuffle. That was corny. Jab, just cut him off. Circle, circle, circle. Force him to back up. I'm not gonna say anything this time. Oh. See, when he's coming forward, he's not too comfortable. After the jab body straights, usually just jab, uppercut, hook. The lead overhand hits the shoulder, so it kind of nullifies the shot. I get it. No. First rock, and again, he's blocking his head. He's hurt. He doesn't seem to know what to do here. Cutting him off. He back lunges into the cage. And this fight is over. Thank you everyone for watching. If you want me to try anything else with some new characters, let me know. I hope y'all enjoyed this No HUD fights. I'm out of here.